Hi, this is Soulgazer. During the NBA Finals, Nike hosts special event, and I just went to it, so let me share this experience with you. This year, during the finals, Niketown is hosting a jersey studio. It's open now, and what you can do is you can create your custom jersey. You pick your jersey, authentic or Swingman, and you choose your name and your jersey number. And you also can choose fabrics that you want to use. And there's about 40 different fabrics to choose from, and you choose two fabrics for name and jersey number. You also choose a stitching color of the yarns. There's about 10 different colors to choose from, and they'll make a jersey for you. And I knew what name and number I wanted to use, but I had trouble picking what kind of fabric because I had to do the front and back number the same fabric. Once you are set, it takes about 4 hours to make them, but I decided to pick them up the next day because it was a little too late. And by the way, I made a Swaggy P Jersey. So let's take a look at the jersey. And they did have a choice between authentic and Swingman. And originally I didn't know that they had Swingman available because all they had on display was authentic. I was a little hesitant to do this jersey, but I knew that I needed to get one of these. The base that they chose, I didn't get to pick the jersey myself, so it has a lot of issues, and I'll be pointing that out as we look at it in detail. And the first thing is this. So this neckline, I don't know how they did this, but it's warping. This part drives me crazy. They really screwed this part up. And I guess if I wear them, it doesn't really matter, but it does bother me quite a bit. And other than that, the neckline is pretty standard. It's the same type of jersey that I did a review with Klay Thompson in the past. So it has the same type of stitch. The stitch around here, it looks better. This is the newer one, so it has a little bit more narrow stitch going across. And right here, the curve is off. This should be straight down, but it's curved in instead. I should have picked out the jersey myself. I kind of regret it now, not choosing myself. But the shoulder part looks fine. So it's the same type of rib as here, without the yellow line at the edge. Same type of swoosh. And the logo. So this one is a snake pattern. I don't think this is a real snake. It's just, it felt like it was synthetic or fake snake skin. I don't think they're going to drop a real snake skin for no extra cost. They have ostrich and all the other stuff too. So what you can do is choose a fabric of the jersey number as well as a stitch, the yarn. You get to choose what color you want to use. And I actually wanted this part white, but the numbers has to be the same fabric. And if I did this white, the back will be white too, and the jersey number won't be visible. So they said, why don't you do yellow? So I'm like, okay. But I wish this was white. And also, one other thing is, so this darker spots, I wish they used a little bit lighter area where they didn't have this darker spots. And I don't think it's, they have much choice because they need to maximize the fabric that they had. So I think that's just how it went. But it would be nicer to have this part a little bit lighter, so at least it'll match this yellow a little bit better. It looks so out of place with this. And other than that, the logo is pretty standard. And somehow the logo looks a little small. Okay, so let's see if the sizes are the same. And also the placement might be the reason too. Oh, it feels so off. Should have been a tiny higher than where it was. It should be right around here. That's where the top should have been. So they placed it a little too low. And the number seems a little small. And I'll explain that later on too. But let me just measure this real quick too. So this is 6 3/4. That's a Nick Young. And this one is 7. So it's about how much? A 1/4 inch difference? Really? So 778 from the outside rim. And this one is over 8 inches. So they did get smaller. Let me compare this with KD too. So this is KD, the one that I did review recently. So this is 8 inches. Yeah. So around at the bridge area, it's the tip of this part. If I line this up, it's about 8 inches. Huh. Maybe they are the same size. No. So this one is slightly bigger. But other than that, it's pretty standard jersey. They're all the same. KD are the same too. And then let's go back to the Swaggy P or Nick Young. So this is my favorite part. So you can see, instead of the Nike NBA logo, the standard one, you get the NBA Finals logo. And this is the regular one. And I think all they did is they paste this on top of it. Yeah, it's not even stitched in. It's just a heat transfer patch. So there should be an NBA logo underneath this. And then I got Swaggy P. So some of the colors or some of the letters look darker than the other because they're also snakeskin. Blue snakeskin, and some area has more blue and darker spots. So same thing with this. I get to choose what kind of fabric I want and what kind of stitching I want. Sad thing about the stitching part, he didn't even tell me what kind of color he had. Later on I saw that they had like a dozen different colors, but he's like, this is the best color, most popular at least, and you know, it's a little special, golden, so he suggested this color and I just went with it. So I'm okay with this part. Swaggy P, not bad. I always wanted this jersey, not this jersey, but Swaggy P instead of Nick Young, and I have the replica with Swaggy or Nick Young, but I didn't have it with this words on it. So I'm pretty happy. And number 6 on the back too. So this 6 matches the front 6. Same here. You can't do the 2 different fabrics for the numbers, which I thought was kind of lame because if you could customize, what's the big deal of me doing this yellow and then doing this one white? But I think to mark the location of the number, I think they use a marker. Sucks. I hope this is the marker that comes off when you wash them. But I don't know. Sometimes they have something like this that will disappear in like 24 hours, but it didn't. And it better not stay here, otherwise I'll be pretty pissed. And the stitches go too, and it's alright. What I really don't like about this jersey is the size of the font, the number. So if you have two different two-digit numbers, this size should be fine. Let me show you. So here's KD. So it's about right. It's around the correct size. It could be tiny smaller. Might not be. But if you have a jersey number that's single digit, typically the number font, the size of the font is a little bit bigger than if you have two digits, because if you have two numbers, you need more space. But if you have one, then you don't need that much space. So they actually make it a little bit bigger. Let me show you real quick. So I got the Penny Hardaway jersey. So his jersey number is 1. So as you can see, the sizes are completely different. And because this one has a smaller font, if you look from a little further away, it looks a little empty on the back. And if they're gonna do this, they should have placed it a little bit higher up, so at least the bounce won't be so weird. Maybe it'll be fine once I wear them, but for now, I hate this placement. So Penny, it has different font too, so I can't say that they all gonna be the same, but it should be about the same size. As you can see, the bounce is a little bit better this way. Actually, doing this gave me an idea of maybe doing a custom jersey. So maybe getting a blank one if I can, and make the jersey myself. Or if I could get something for like half price or something, maybe I could take all these things off, take these patches off. I'm sure it'll come off easily. And then I'll recreate this myself. And as far as this one goes, I might just take this stitch out, or the number out, and replace it with a white snake skin. I think that'll be better, because I really don't feel this. Yeah, I don't like this that much, so I might just keep the same size, because there's nothing I can do. And I think if I try to relocate them, it'll be too much hassle, because there's gonna be a lot of stitch mark on the logo. So I'll just trace this and paste it, and cut it out with a white snake pattern fabric, and then put it back here, and maybe do a different stitch too. It'll be nicer if they were able to do the bridge and the logo itself with special fabric. It's a fun experience to have, especially it's only available to the city that's holding a finals. So San Francisco and probably Cleveland is having it too. And I believe they said they will have this until the 16th, no, 15th. So end of the finals. If you want to put your name or your family's name, it'll be cool. But I suggest getting a 2-digit number rather than 1-digit number. One more thing, it's only 2-digit. You can't do 3 digits. And I don't think you should make the name too long too. Anyways, thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. Thank you.